Stoker, Dracula, or Dr. Anthony Fauci look just like Dracula, bloodthirsty. That's what he is. They finally got his ass in Congress. It took him a long time to do it. People had already been talking about Anthony Fauci's handling and his hand in the pandemic, the COVID pandemic. The the NIH funded research that was funded research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, where the damn COVID virus was released into the public over there in China. They knew where it came from because Donald Trump used to call it the what is it, the China virus, the whatever, the Chinese pandemic. He used to call it the Chinese virus. They knew where it came from, but the thing is, it was funded by the United States, the NIH, and so he was the head, if I'm not mistaken. He was the head of the NIH. Hold on, family. Where's my computer? Okay, I didn't took my damn. That's all right. Yeah, so he was in charge, and he knew ahead of time that virus had got out. They knew it had gotten out. You feel what I'm saying? They knew it had got out. And so when they knew it got out is and what he did about it is the goddamn question. Did they just let it spread? They didn't say shit. They didn't, go into emergency, reaction, that we have to do something to shut this down. They knew how goddamn, this is a goddamn highly contagious virus. Even the goddamn, how they handling it, the damn scientists that were handling that shit, if they ain't got the proper suits on, or they ain't washing, you dealing with some highly contagious shit. And them goddamn scientists is the ones that let that shit out. They let it out. Now, how they let it out, when you do that shit, you don't think of, them motherfuckers ain't thinking of, and could they have done it on purpose? It's a possibility. Who would put it? You didn't do shit about it. You didn't do it. We supposed to give you the benefit of the doubt, and you didn't, and damn, thousands and thousands and thousands of people have died. And not just from the goddamn virus, but the damn jab. Because you didn't do no research. You just threw it into the public. Most of the time you have to, you had to go through experimentation and shit to see how it's going to affect. You just threw it out there. Say, fuck it. They saying it is worth it. They saying it's worth it because it could help, stop something. And people was talking about all type of side effects that came from it. Now, that's kind of hush. People don't want to talk about that. People don't want to talk about that. But when you're dealing with a corrupt regime, and you're talking about in science, you got a goddamn regime in Iran. You got one in science, too, in medicine. You got a medical regime. No goddamn different. It's no goddamn different. You got a medical regime. And they creating all kind of goddamn viruses. You know what I'm saying? We've been on the goddamn planet for a million fucking years. And the only reason why these viruses, because you doing nasty shit. You doing nasty shit and all type of, when you do nasty things and shit, that's what give birth to a lot of them viruses. But nature, produces the antidote for any goddamn thing. If it's natural, a lot of shit ain't even natural. It's man-made. It's man-made. It's been, they put shit with, natural viruses to weaponize it. So they make the shit, a fucking 1,000 times, 10,000 times stronger. That's just like, how they created, China created that, and that just show you how China is with the fentanyl. They created that shit. That shit then shut down motherfuckers cocaine and I don't even see why, I guess some people still using it. Or Heron, I think Heron has probably become obsolete because of fentanyl. Fentanyl is damn near 100 times stronger than Heron. Heron is a thing of the past. Them motherfuckers doing fentanyl. So when you can take something synthetic that's 10 times 10 times stronger than anything natural, and having motherfuckers, you can see motherfuckers dying, passing out. Motherfuckers be so high, they be bent all up and shit. They bones is breaking right there in front of your eyes. They so fucked up. And they doing the same thing with them viruses. They taking all that synthetic shit and they making viruses, man, 10 times or 1,000 times or 10,000 times even more powerful than just the natural virus. With something natural here in Philly I already know Philly. Oh my God. And I ain't saying, but I was down there on that street too. But even when I was in Philly, it wasn't that bad. When I came to Philly, and that was a while back, that was it's been at least 10 or more. It probably been more than 10, about 11, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? It was bad then. But I don't think fentanyl had hit as hard as it did. Now when I look up there on that, man, I say, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here is out of control. And I don't know why, they talking about 6 trillion fucking, yeah, it's 6 trillion fucking dollars for some goddamn warfare. Motherfucker, take some of that and get these goddamn people up off of this goddamn fentanyl. Take a little bit of that and get these people and clean these goddamn people up. Whether they want it or not. The motherfucking nation is falling down. What you gonna let? Yeah, Kensington. Yeah, that's the street, Kensington. Yeah. I don't know if I've been on the other street. I probably been on the other one too. But I was on Kensington and I seen it. It was wild. Even then when I went back, I say, oh, but now that I know, it's way worse. Shit, it's way worse today. I didn't see it like that. I seen a few motherfuckers out there and I was like, whoa, it was bad then. But this shit right here is like, and I ain't saying it is what it is. It's motherfucker dope fiends all over the planet. You know what I'm saying? But to visibly let that shit, and motherfuckers can take pictures of the shit and all of that, why they ain't went out there and cleaned that shit up? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to, man, fuck this. You supposed to get out there and get them people up off the street, man. It's a bad fucking look, number one. And I ain't saying just the look, but knowing that people's is breaking down like that, that's some bullshit. They want that. They want the society to fall down. So they got a reason to get rid of your ass. That's what that is. But Fauci and the NHI, the NIH, the NIH and all these other medical and scientific regimes creating all these weaponized viruses and shit and releasing them into the public. And even if they say they didn't purposely, motherfucker, the possibility, and you should be charged for this shit. How can you charge one man, for all the lives? Your life ain't worth shit. You already old. You already decrepit. Your life ain't worth, how do you charge one man? Or, it should be, everybody involved. China, y'all motherfuckers should be charged for allowing, and y'all actually using Chinese scientists to do this. And so he knew that. He knew that they paid for it, and they are responsible for that virus getting out. And so now they trying to figure out what Fauci knew, and they gonna find out. They probably ain't gonna know everything, because it's too many peoples out here that's connected to that got paid. They got paid. A lot of people own stock in them viruses, still own stock in the viruses. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, family, I appreciate y'all being here. Get over there, click Patreon. Link right down there in the video description. Get over there. I got some work for you that'll blow your mind. KingSeti.com. At General Seti, one stop at Etsy. Get over there, family. I be black. Make sure you like the video. Like it because you love it, and share it with your family and friends. And I'll be back. Boom. Black Pop.